After the devastation caused by the Tournament of Power, Frieza finds himself at a crossroads. Having seen the true power of the multiverse and realizing that the destructive path he's taken has limited his potential, Frieza begins to see the value in alliances, even with the Z fighters. But is this a genuine change of heart, or is it a cunning plot to seize power in a more subtle way? As Frieza approaches Goku and Vegeta with an offer they never thought they'd hear, the Z fighters are forced to consider the impossible. Can their greatest enemy become their greatest ally? The Z fighters are split on whether they should trust Frieza. Goku, always the optimist, believes that even someone as ruthless as Frieza can change. Vegeta, however, is more skeptical. He sees Frieza as a threat, one that has caused nothing but pain for him and his family. As tensions rise, Beerus and Whis are intrigued by the situation, knowing that this alliance could either bring salvation or destruction. The clock is ticking, and the decision must be made. Should the Z fighters trust their greatest enemy, or should they destroy the offer before it can even begin? As Goku and Vegeta reluctantly agree to train with Frieza, the unthinkable happens. Their rivalry transforms into a partnership. Goku and Frieza begin to spar together, each pushing the other to new limits. Vegeta, reluctantly participating, sees Frieza's potential firsthand, realizing that the power of his greatest enemy could be used for good, if only he could learn to control it. As Frieza's strength grows, so does his understanding of the universe and his place in it. But with new power comes new danger. Frieza's thirst for domination may never truly fade. The Z fighters' newfound alliance with Frieza is tested when an ancient threat from beyond the universe emerges, an enemy that even Beerus fears. As Frieza steps up to defend his newfound allies, the true test of his loyalty begins. Is he truly fighting for the greater good, or is he biding his time to strike when the moment is right? As the final battle looms, Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza must join forces to face a danger that could tear apart everything they hold dear. The question remains, will Frieza's true nature reemerge, or has he truly changed? After mastering Ultra Instinct, Goku has reached the peak of mortal power. But what if the gods saw this as a threat to their order and offered him a position that would change the fate of the universe forever? When Beerus, the god of destruction, unexpectedly offers Goku the position of his successor, Goku must decide whether to accept or decline the ultimate power. Will Goku, known for his heart of gold, become the destroyer he was never meant to be? Or will he reshape the role of a god of destruction entirely? With Beerus as his mentor, Goku begins to understand the true nature of destruction. The power to annihilate entire planets, to wield the forces of chaos itself, is now in his grasp. But with this power comes a heavy burden. As Goku trains, he begins to question whether he can truly embrace this role. Will the man who values life above all else be able to destroy it when necessary? The struggle within him intensifies, and the power of a god begins to overwhelm his sense of self. Goku's first test comes when he is tasked with destroying a planet to prove his worthiness as the new god of destruction. But when the planet's inhabitants beg for mercy, Goku is torn. His heart screams to save them, but his duty as a god of destruction demands otherwise. In a moment of inner conflict, Goku must decide whether he will follow through with his new role or break from the path laid before him. What will it mean for the universe if Goku refuses to destroy the planet, and can he hold on to his humanity? Just as Goku begins to embrace his new power, a new challenger appears, an ancient being, a former god of destruction who was betrayed and imprisoned. Now free, this being seeks to challenge Goku's authority. The universe is on the brink of chaos, and Goku must prove that he has truly earned the right to hold the title of God of Destruction. But with his inner turmoil, Goku's greatest battle may not be against his challenger, but against the power within himself. Will he be able to control the destructive force inside him, or will it consume him entirely? Imagine a world where Goku wasn't raised by Grandpa Gohan in the mountains, but by the angels themselves. From an early age, Goku is taken under the wing of Whis, the angel attendant of Beerus, who recognizes the boy's extraordinary potential. With guidance from Whis, Goku begins training at a level far beyond anything seen before, mastering techniques that even the gods struggle to comprehend. But as Goku's power grows, so does his understanding of the responsibility that comes with it. Will Goku remain true to his carefree spirit, or will his training under the angels mold him into a force beyond comprehension? Under Whis' tutelage, Goku quickly masters the basics of angelic techniques, including the use of Ultra Instinct and the mysterious Hawkeye energy. His body becomes an instrument of perfect balance, allowing him to not only fight at unimaginable speeds, but to control his energy with divine precision. Yet, with every new technique Goku learns, the lines between mortal and divine begin to blur. Will Goku lose his humanity in his pursuit of ultimate power, or will he retain the core values that make him the hero the universe needs? After years of rigorous training, Goku finally encounters Beerus, the god of destruction, and their clash is inevitable. Beerus, skeptical of Goku's newfound strength, sees him as a threat to the established cosmic order. However, Goku is no longer the carefree Saiyan he once was. He now wields power beyond comprehension, and this time, he is ready for anything. The battle between Goku and Beerus shakes the very fabric of the universe. But what's more terrifying is the realization that Goku has become more than just a warrior. He has become a force of nature. As Goku continues to train under the angels, his power grows exponentially, but so does his inner conflict. The more he learns, the more he begins to realize the weight of his new responsibilities. He is no longer just fighting for survival, but for the balance of the universe itself. Can Goku maintain his sense of justice and compassion while wielding the power of the gods? And what will happen when the rest of the gods begin to view him as a threat to their dominance? Goku's journey has only just begun, and the true test of his strength will not be in combat, but in his ability to preserve his soul. What if Vegeta, the proud Saiyan prince, set aside his pride and decided to train under Whis alongside Goku? At first, it seems impossible. Vegeta has always seen Goku as his rival, not his partner. But when faced with a new threat that no one, not even the gods, can defeat, Vegeta knows that he must join forces with the strongest fighter in the universe. Together, they enter the training grounds of the angels, where even their Saiyan pride might not be enough to prepare them for what lies ahead. Training under Whis is unlike anything Goku or Vegeta has ever experienced. Whis pushes them to their limits and beyond, teaching them the fundamental skills of the angels: perfect control of energy, the art of Ultra Instinct, and the mastery of divine destruction. Vegeta's pride and arrogance fuel his desire to become stronger, but he soon realizes that power alone is not enough. He must learn humility, patience, and focus. This transformation is no easy feat, but as the days go on, Vegeta begins to see a side of himself he never knew existed. As Goku and Vegeta's training reaches its peak, a new, unimaginable threat emerges in the universe, one that even Beerus and the gods fear. A being who can alter time and space itself, manipulating reality with godlike power. The two Saiyan warriors must now face this unimaginable force. Will their new strength be enough, or will they falter under the pressure of a power beyond comprehension? The universe's survival may rest in their hands. To defeat the powerful enemy threatening the very fabric of the universe, Vegeta realizes that he must make the ultimate sacrifice. He pushes his power beyond the limits of Ultra Instinct, reaching a level of divine energy that no mortal has ever touched. But this power comes with a price. Will Vegeta's newfound strength be enough to save the universe, or will his sacrifice prove too much for even a Saiyan to endure? What if Trunks, the son of Vegeta, had the chance to train under Whis from childhood? While Goku and Vegeta trained together, pushing their limits, what if Trunks was given the same opportunity at an early age? In this alternate timeline, Trunks' destiny takes a turn that no one could have predicted. Growing up under the tutelage of Whis, the young Saiyan would evolve into a fighter unlike anything we've ever seen before. But would his training bring balance to the universe, or lead to unforeseen consequences? Under the mentorship of Whis, Trunks' abilities evolve at an extraordinary rate. His natural Saiyan instincts combined with Whis' guidance push him far beyond the limits of any regular fighter. Trunks learns not only to control his power, but to harness divine techniques such as Ultra Instinct and God Ki. With each passing day, The young Saiyan's skills surpass even the might of his father, Vegeta. But with power comes great responsibility. How will Trunks handle the weight of the universe on his shoulders? Trunks' rise to power doesn't go unnoticed. A new enemy, one that threatens the very fabric of reality, sets their sights on the young Saiyan. This being, a creature capable of bending time and space, sees Trunks as the perfect challenge. With his immense power and divine training, Trunks may be the only one capable of standing up to this new force. But the question remains, can he maintain control over his godly powers without succumbing to the dangers of such immense strength? As the battle intensifies, Trunks reaches a breaking point. The enemy's manipulation of time and space causes immense strain on his body and mind. To protect the universe, Trunks must push beyond his limits, into a power that even Whis warned him against. As Trunks taps into this forbidden power, the consequences are dire. But his selflessness and desire to protect those he loves drive him to make the ultimate sacrifice. Will Trunks survive his own transformation, or will he fall to the weight of his godly powers? In the original timeline, Android 16 was destroyed by Cell before he could unleash his full potential. But what if he had survived? What if the gentle giant, designed for destruction, found a new purpose in life? In this alternate universe, Android 16 escapes death, and something incredible begins to awaken within him: compassion, loyalty, and the desire to protect life. Bulma and Dr. Briefs recover Android 16's body and rebuild him. But this time, they rewrite his programming, not to kill, but to protect. As he awakens, Android 16 begins to develop a deeper understanding of humanity, nature, and peace. He joins forces with the Z Fighters, not out of duty, but out of genuine care. His bond with Gohan becomes especially strong, with the young warriors seeing in 16 a mentor and protector. But peace is short-lived. From the remains of Dr. Gero's old lab, a new threat is born: Omega Android X, an unstable fusion of every android's data, built to perfect destruction. With no morals, no hesitation, and no weakness, Omega X targets Earth. The Z Fighters struggle to stop him, but Android 16, knowing the design intimately, becomes their only hope. He must confront his origins and possibly sacrifice himself again to stop what he was once meant to be. Imagine a twist in fate. Bardock's rebellion succeeds in delaying Frieza just long enough for the Saiyan royal family to make a drastic decision, sending the infant Prince Vegeta to Earth instead of Kakarot. Raised not in prideful isolation, but by the gentle hands of Grandpa Gohan, Vegeta grows up very different. Under Grandpa Gohan's care, Vegeta's ruthlessness fades. He still possesses immense pride, but now tempered by wisdom, compassion, and curiosity. Training under the Turtle School, he meets Krillin, Yamcha, and Master Roshi, not as rivals, but as allies. But his royal instincts cannot be buried forever. When danger looms, his natural leadership and elite power shine. Goku, raised as a Saiyan warrior by Raditz and Nappa, arrives on Earth with one goal: to conquer. But he is not the noble-hearted fighter we once knew. He's ruthless, efficient, and cold. The tables are turned. Now, Vegeta, the Earth-raised Saiyan, must defend his home from his own kind. A titanic battle between fate-swapped Saiyans erupts. The battle shakes the Earth. But it's not just power that decides the outcome, it's belief. Goku fights with rage and ambition, while Vegeta fights with love and protection. As their energy clashes tear the sky apart, a final moment of clarity hits Goku, a vision of what he could have been. In a shocking twist, Goku hesitates, and Vegeta spares him. For the first time, Goku questions his path. Picture a world where Goku never returns after Raditz's defeat. With no one left to care for the young half-Saiyan, Piccolo makes a fateful decision: to raise Gohan as his own. But unlike their canon bond, this time Piccolo doesn't just train Gohan. He parents him, mentors him, and protects him like a father. Gohan grows up in the wilderness under Piccolo's strict yet nurturing guidance. He studies, meditates, and trains. He learns about both Namekian wisdom and human empathy. Without Chi-Chi's academic pressure or Goku's carefree influence, Gohan becomes a balanced force, both intellectual and unstoppable. When Nappa and Vegeta arrive, they find not a scared boy, but a prodigy warrior already mastering ki control and combat. Piccolo and Gohan fight side by side as equals. Their synchronized attacks push the Saiyans to the brink. In this timeline, it is not Goku who saves the day. It is Gohan who leads Earth's defense. Victorious, Gohan doesn't rest. With Piccolo as his guide, he ventures to Namek, not just to find the Dragon Balls, but to reconnect with his spiritual roots. The Namekians recognize him as a bridge between worlds, a hybrid of power and peace. By the time Frieza arrives, he is already too late. After his final defeat on Earth, Frieza lies dying, until a surprising figure appears, Whis. Instead of offering resurrection for destruction, Whis offers Frieza a chance to redeem himself by learning what true strength really is, not through fear, but through balance. Reluctantly accepted by Goku and bitterly tolerated by Vegeta, Frieza begins training under Whis alongside the Saiyans. Old grudges flare, but through combat and cosmic trials, Frieza starts to transform, not just in power, but in soul. When a dark multiversal threat appears, an army of corrupted Kais led by a rogue Supreme Kai, Earth needs more than Saiyans. Frieza steps forward, donning Z-Fighter colors, leading intergalactic forces in defense of not just Earth, but reality itself. As the final battle rages, questions remain. Has Frieza truly changed? Or is this just the calm before the betrayal? Goku places his trust, Vegeta prepares for betrayal, and the universe watches as the once most feared being may become its greatest protector or its final destroyer.